What's cracking, fam? T-Money. Oh, look at that nasty ass burn. I fell into my fireplace the other day. Look at that shit. Fuck, man. Oh, that's gnarly. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody been? It's been a long time, it feels like. So we're gonna get right into this because I don't want to go over a certain amount of time, because if I do, it's going to split the video up, and then I'm going to be forced to use an editing program that fucked everything up last time. So we're just going to go one shot, T-Money, or what did I, T-Money, one take T-Money. That's what it was. So we're going to go one take T-Money tonight. Sorry, it's been a long week. So without further ado, The Fanatic. And I'm just going to plow through these two because I got a ton of shit here. But yeah, heard mixed reviews on this one, so cool. Very excited to check John Travolta out in that role. Then we have Freaks, which I'm also pretty excited about. It's like a sci-fi horror movie. Then we have Trick, which is directed by Patrick Lussier, who is the director of the My Bloody Valentine remake or reboot, not the original. So don't be confused or misled by that quote on the front there. Then we have Rambo, Last Blood. I got to see the original Rambo because I've heard it's great, and I've been sitting on it for a minute now, and I just haven't watched it. So I got to. My coworker was raving about it, so he loves it, and it's just a classic that I know is a classic that I haven't seen. I got this Rock and Rule Blu-ray from Unearthed Films. It's out of print and extremely expensive and rare. I got this from Mike from Grindhouse Video Tampa. He had a few on the website, and I am ashamed to admit what I paid for that, so I won't. Then we have Divine Fury, which is also, I guess like a modern, I don't know why I said which is also, but it's a Well-Go USA release, and it's a modern Asian possession film, I believe. So that's cool. Haven't really heard much about it, but then we have Deep Web, which is raunchy, not raunchy, but just ruthless, badass, brutal, unearthed, extreme, too extreme for mainstream. It's kind of like a sub label that Unearthed Films is doing now. So this is it's a horror anthology taken out of the headlines of the deep dark web. Witness short films that will make your head turn around and your toes curl. Definitely not for the squeamish. Okay, that tells us nothing about the film, so horrible synopsis there. Then we have, I think this is The Blood Rose. This is a French film, and I do have the German, or there's a company that's really awesome. It's called Les Fumes de Chat or something like that. It's a French company, and they put out a lot of nice, like, just really nice releases of films that have, fuck, I can't touch this arm. Just really good, like Waxwork and the Halloween films and Maniac. They just put out really nice releases of films French releases that have been released obviously a dozen times before, with the exception of a film like this and also Night of Death, which is a great movie. I think it only has a Synapse DVD, but it's really good. But anyways, getting off track. I don't know much about this, but it's classic, I think 70s, like erotic French horror thriller, gothic maybe. But yeah, so cool. Stoked on that one. We have The Wraith or The Wrath. This is a new modern film. It's a Shudder original. Something, the house no longer belongs to the living, so it's some sort of ghost haunted house story. In my last update, I showed Along Came the Devil. Oh, wait, did I? I don't know. I grabbed Along Came the Devil 2. I grabbed them both. I can't remember which one I showed you in the last video, but yeah, so I have both of them. They're both from the same director, Along Came the Devil and Along Came the Devil 2. And then I have Lovely Molly, which Tara for Tom was talking about. He had picked this up recently. Possession film from the makers of Lord of the Rings and the Blair Witch Project. So it sounds cool. I like a lot of the films that the guys from Blair Witch did. So I was having issues again with Disney. Luckily, I've kind of fixed the problem, but they were sending me a bunch of shit that I wasn't even half acknowledge or agreeing to pay for. So, but I got Mickey and Mickey's Christmas Tales. So, 2 films from Mickey. Gags the Clown. I got this one from Grindhouse Video. Modern. It's from Doppelganger, which is like kind of like a sub. I don't know. They're related to Scorpion Entertainment in some way. Scorpion Releasing. But anyways, it's another killer clown movie, but I guess it's kind of unique. The clown has these black balloons that he carries around with him, so stoked to check it out. Love some killer clown flicks. Then we have the Peanut Butter Solution, which is a really Dead Pit, Wes Vance and Aaron Fry, these 2 guys. A lot of you probably know who they are, but Dead Pit Radio was I think the first internet radio show. For years, those guys did it, and they were hilarious. And they always brought this movie up, Peanut Butter Solution. And it's like a extremely sought after 90s kind of a comedy movie. It kind of feels like a Nickelodeon. It says right on the back, Nickelodeon by way of David Lynch. It's got a weird kind of unique kids feel to it. It's a kids film. So Severin is doing a kids label now, Severin Kids. It's the first film on there. But for years, Peanut Butter Solution was like extremely elusive and highly sought after, very expensive, very rare VHS copy actually. And then I grabbed like a German release like a year ago, and now Severin released it. So it's not as rare and obscure and sought after anymore, but it's still cool to have. Funny film too, it's pretty good. Then we have some Severin films. The Beast in the Cellar, really stoked to check this one out. Haven't seen it before, but it's from 1970. Love films like that. Then Revenge of the Living Dead Girls, this movie's awesome. I have this one a few times too on a few German media books and stuff like that. But really, really good zombie flick. Slow moving, creepy, kind of like Living Dead at Manchester Morgue feel a little bit. Just a very grainy, depressing, bleak zombie film. And if I can remember correctly, and there's also a big twist. I love it. Check it out. Not your average direction a zombie film would go in. Then we have Blood and Satan's Claw, which is really cool. I got the CD soundtrack in the back, which they mailed to me after, but great film. This movie has a ton of awesome releases now, so it's awesome. And then Night Patrol. I'll show you guys. I got to move quick because I got a ton of shit. Night Patrol from Scorpion. Stand Alone, starring Charles Durning, who I love from... first time I saw Charles Durning was in Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, and I loved his role in that movie. He's a dick. And then Omega Syndrome, Ken Wall. Don't really know much about it, but brand new. It's from 1986, new 2K scan of the film. Some sort of like gangster action, gritty action flick from the 80s, so that's cool. All right, and that pretty much wraps up. Oh, and then I grabbed, let's see, The Gallows Part 2. Who knew that The Gallows had a Part 2? Apparently it's out. Clearly it's out, right? Let's see. Just trying to make sure I don't have anything. Oh, yeah, there are a few more. So, After Party. I got this one from Grindhouse Video as well. This is Gravitas Venturas. A group of social media influencers go to an after party in the Hollywood Hills mansion only to find themselves the target of a ruthless mass killer. So, could be good. Could be very generic, but still, I like the plot. Interesting. All right, then we have I Must Fall, which is another new one I got from Grindhouse Video. I don't think I showed this off. Forgive me if I showed this off in my last update. I might have. But crime scene cleanup crew is on a job, turns deadly when a killer never left the crime scene. Okay. I have a feeling I did actually show you guys that one, so I'm sorry. Then this is from an exclusive from Garage House, Bloodstalkers. It's been so damn long since I've done an update. I can't remember where I left off, honestly. But degenerate men create a night of depraved terror for 2 helpless couples who become their prey. So sounds like some sort of David Hess type sadistic rape, not rape, but you know what I mean, torture, whatever. But actually, there's some sort of creature involved in this as well. So I could be totally wrong there. Never seen the movie, so erase my my bullshit synopsis there. But Teenage Hitchhikers. It's a new one from Dark Force, number 13 on the line from Dork Farce. Just a sexy exploitation flick starring the girl from the original Last House on the Left, who's really sexy, so that's awesome. If you want to go see some sexy babes, do some wild things, seduce some men to get cross-country, check that movie out. All right, next we have The Shed. Really excited to check this one out. I've heard it's really creepy, good vampire in a shed. Then we have a couple Scream Factories. I think these are, yeah, great. Like, Scream Factory's been killing it with their Hammer releases. So we have To the Devil a Daughter. Fuck, sorry guys. Fucking man, when for some reason when my phone rings now, it like shuts off my video. So just I had to cut this in half. But I left off with To the Devil a Daughter from Scream Factory. And I got a lot of Scream Factory releases lately. Now this thing's all fucked up. My bad. I don't know why it doesn't seem so bright down here now. But anyways, so we got The Abominable Snowman of the Himalayas, Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde, Murders in the Rue Morgue, Murders in the Rue Morgue, Edgar Allan Poe's Murders in the Rue Morgue, and Silver Bullet, fucking beautiful release, collector's edition. Bad Influence, Trespassers. This sounds like a pretty good, like, batshit new age invasion type film. Depraved, awesome. Larry Fessenden's Depraved. Is this a new movie? 2019. I hope this is good. A masterclass in DIY. I love Fessenden, so The Legend of Frankenstein gets a provocative modern update in this stylishly disturbing film made from indie director Fessenden. Suffering from PTSD following his stint at an army medic, Henry now works feverishly in his Brooklyn laboratory to forget the death he witnessed overseas by creating life in the form of a man cobbled together from body parts. After he procures a brain from an unwitting victim, his creation, Adam, is born. Soon it becomes apparent that giving life to Adam was the easy part, and teaching him how to live in a dark and troubled world may be perilous. A complex, emotionally shattering tale about what it means to be human. Depraved reimagines Mary Shelley's mortal fable as a modern-day tale of terror. There was another movie a couple years ago called Frankenstein that was kind of a retelling of the original Frankenstein as well, so a little bit reminds me of that. But yeah, Depraved, so that's awesome. Fessenden's cool. I like his work. So those are some Scream Factories. I got a couple titles from Scream Factory as well that were going out of print next year. So I didn't own this one. Bo Derek, double feature. I don't know. And then some cool Great American Frontier double features. We got Grey Eagle and Winter Hawk. So I love me some good westerns starring Native Americans in snowy settings. It's amazing good stuff. All right, let's see. Next up, we have The Girl on the Third Floor. I've not seen this movie, but sounds pretty good. Has enough bloodshed and carnage to satisfy all gorehounds. I don't know why my screen looks so dark. Sorry, guys. All right. These guys I think I showed in my last one. Here's Along Came the Devil. I know I showed one of the two, but I picked up that one. Love and a 45. I grabbed this from NSM Records. Just kind of a badass Bonnie and Clyde style, Natural Born Killer style film. So can't wait to check that out. Then we have Bad Blood, which is from SRS Studios, Sprosa Studios. The evolution of vampires has taken place, and they are not to be fucked with. They're the most deadliest creatures alive. Oh, so this is the first feature movie by Marcus Cook, who's an amazing practical effects, special makeup effects provider, I guess, or whatever, artist for films. So he's done a lot of good indie stuff. So this is his first feature. That's awesome. Here's a couple more Scream Factories. We have The Mummy's Shroud. Now, Demons of the Mind, a great one. And then Last Days of Man on Earth, also known as... this is the alternate title. Jeez, I don't know. Sorry. Maybe Roger Corman's New World Pictures under the title The Final Program, also known as The Final Program, from 1973. But yeah, so Demons of the Mind, The Mummy's Shroud, To the Devil a Daughter. A lot of these movies have had releases from Studio Canal UK on Blu-ray, and I don't know if they're all region or not, but I don't know. I wish I knew so I could tell you guys to not have to grab all of them, but because there are some special features, but it's mostly just like newer historians, the Hammer films that Scream Factory is releasing. It's mostly just modern day historians giving their take on it, not so much like people involved in the making of the movies, I guess, for the special features. But yeah, I'm anxious to check those out, compare them to the Studio Canal releases. Then we got a Kino release, House by the River. Not really sure about this one, but Fritz Lang. All right, let's see. What else do we have? I know I've got more. I got a bunch of Kinos, but I didn't whip them out because I just have too much for this update. But here's some media books I'll show you guys. The Thing, 3-disc media book from Turbine. They put out some really high-quality stuff. Lord knows I didn't need another copy of that movie, but I'm a sucker for it. It's my favorite movie of all time. Well, tied with Dawn of the Dead, 78. But cool Black Christmas release from Zavvi, Steelbook. Like the artwork there. So bummed that the new one's supposed to suck. Pisses me off. I was looking forward to it. But all right, so that company I was telling you guys about earlier, Les Films de Chat or whatever, they put out really nice releases that are like this. Collector's pieces for me. I don't need to open these movies, but just chock full of, you know, I don't know, chock full of bonus features. Just really nice releases. So I got like Halloween 2, Halloween 3, and these are Region B locked and waxwork. So, but if you're, you know, into collecting foreign stuff and you like high quality releases, putting out some amazing stuff. Then we have again, what is this movie called? I just showed it off. I forget now. Sorry. Scream Factory title. I'm sorry, guys. Murders in the Rue Morgue. Another release of Murders in the Rue Morgue. This is a 3-disc DVD, Blu-ray, 2 audio CD, and a Blu-ray combo. So just a really nice release. If you're a fan of this movie, I'd say pick it up. But it is Region B as well. Alright, so then I got a couple things from Diabolic, from Jesse. These are really gory, I think kind of newer movies that are in these weird DVD like hard box things. But I wanted to check out Lucker the Necrophagus. I've heard crazy things about it. Just about a serial killer who's batshit crazy. He escapes, I think, from a mental institution or something. Or his time is up and then he does his thing. Then we have Idola. After a night of carousing, the amateur photo model Xena heads for a fashion shoot in the nature, accompanied by In the Nature. Ambitious Mia, apathetic Dragica, and snobby Supposedly it turns into a fierce night for survival, which should have been an old-fashioned photo shoot. Then we have another late-night double feature. Really love the artwork on these releases. They're really nice, but super cool. So, yeah, I didn't, know much about them, but nice limited edition stuff. All right, another Kino release. Oh, no, I showed you that, sorry. We've already gone over all of these. Here's a DVD, Polaroid. I've heard this is really good. From the producer of It and the Ring comes Polaroid. High school loner Bird Fetcher has no idea what dark secrets are tied to his mysterious Polaroid. But it doesn't take long to discover that whoever take their picture meet a tragic end. So it kind of sounds like the Monkey's Paw type thing, or like a little bit of Final Destination. I don't know. It's been done before, but with a Polaroid, so that's kind of cool. I grabbed a few titles from 101 Films. They put out some really good stuff. I've never seen this documentary on The Shining, so I really wanted to check it out. They put out a nice release with a Slippy, so awesome. And then I grabbed 3, because they were doing a deal like buy 2, get 1, or 2 for something. Some sort of deal they had going for a short period of time during like Black Friday sale time. And I apologize if I showed you guys these in my last update. I can't remember, but Prom Night, really, really nice release. Skinner, really, really nice release. And Rabid, really, really nice release. All 3 of these films already have really, really nice releases from companies like Arrow and Severin and Synapse, but still, they're really just high quality. They're doing this, I forget what the line is called, but just how can you turn that beautiful thing down? I mean, God, it's so beautiful and so awesome. And then I grabbed a couple of titles from BFI. We have Spetters, Moulin Rouge, and Betrayed. Spetters has a Kino release, I believe, either a Kino or a Synapse release. But Moulin Rouge, the classic Moulin Rouge, how could I not pull the trigger on that? I didn't own this movie. Not really my style usually, but... And then a film called Betrayed, which I've never seen, starring Deborah Winger and Tom Berenger. United Artists film. Jewish radio host is murdered. FBI agent Kathy Weaver is sent to undercover in a community believed to be harboring the men responsible. She meets a local farmer, a well-respected Vietnam vet, but it's too long before her suspicions are aroused, realizing that he is leading a double life. So, sounds good. A little suspense thriller. Awesome. All right, then we got some stuff from Diabolic DVD. I own these movies a bunch of times, but why not? Grab them all on one nice set for a good price. Dracula, Frankenstein, Mummy, Invisible Man, Bride of Frankenstein, Wolfman, Phantom of the Opera, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. I'm not a huge fan of the layout of this. You get a cool Universal Legacy booklet that it comes with, which is really nice. But I'm not really down with this, like, weird-ass... They're just, like, put in here randomly. Like, they're not even, like, clipped or anything. They're just shoved in there. So, that's kind of poor packaging, I guess. But whatever. It'll be fine. Alright, then I grabbed a few titles also from Jesse. These are new from Scorpion. The Card Player. Awesome. Can't wait to check this one out. Argento. I don't know if I've seen The Card Player, to be honest. And then we have Phantom of the Opera. Another Argento film that I haven't seen. Kind of a modern telling of Phantom of the Opera. But stoked to have those. And they gave me this really cool matchbook. It's a Ronin Flicks matchbook. And it's super cool. It says, now showing City of the Living Dead. So it's like a promo matchbook for their upcoming release of City of the Living Dead. Also shows you guys some other releases that they have. Really, really cool, classy. I thought that was a really nice touch. All right, then we have The Lighthouse. Can't wait to watch this. I've heard so many good things from so many, high-respected reviewers, in my opinion. So really stoked to check that one out. Joker. So good. So good. I watched this last night. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was amazing. Loved Joaquin Phoenix's performance. This is the kind of Joker movie that I like. It's probably my favorite personally, but so good. So glad to have that. And then we have one from Massacre Video, Danger USA, double feature, American Rampage and Danger USA. I'm having a deja vu, like I showed you guys that before, but then we have this beautiful release from Blue Underground, House by the Cemetery. Got to keep this under 30 minutes. Oh, cool, we're at 12. I'm talking really quick. Oh, no, this is the second half. All right, so yeah, I got to keep this under. I got like 10 minutes left, guys. Lucio Fulci's House by the Cemetery, really, really nice release. Everything that Blue Underground's been doing. Basically, Blue Underground's been on this like re-releasing kick. I'm sure everybody knows this, but they've just been re-releasing all of the classic films that they had previous released on both DVD and Blu-ray, and they're just making like ultimate releases, 4K scans, tons of special features, and just really nice thick boxes and beautiful, what do you call it? You know what I'm saying? Whatever you call that, fucking warping. But yeah, beautiful. Brain fart, sorry guys. Yes, Edge of the Axe. Can't wait to watch this. Haven't seen it yet, but really, really excited for it. Just like a kind of obscure, lost 80s slasher movie, Edge of the Axe. I love the back too. It's so like generic. Like this would be on a movie shelf on a VHS case. Totally. Just so old school, so like bland. I love it though. But what the fuck do you call this? Hieroglyphic? Something like that. I forget what it's called when it's like bam. Beautiful. I'm gonna have another one of these, so if anybody wants to buy one off me. And Lord knows I did not need, the devil knows I did not need another Hellraiser 1, 2, 3 set. I've got umbrellas, multiple Arrow releases, like Turbine. I don't know what I was thinking really, but it came. So I want to sell that. If anybody's interested, let me know. I'm going to do the box sets. I have a few box sets, but I'm going to share those at a different time because I don't want to be here for another 20 hours. But yeah, so I got some really cool media books. Kind of pissed off right now because I've ordered the Necronomicon media books from Amazon Germany, these two, and they didn't come with a replacement disc because apparently something's wrong with one of the discs or something like that. So I contacted the company directly, Wicked Vision, because I ordered this edition because there were 3 editions of this movie, 3 covers. I ordered this one directly from Wicked Vision, and they sent me the replacement disc with it. So I was like, look, I purchased 2 of your other covers from Amazon Germany and they didn't send me replacement discs. What do I do? Do you want me to communicate directly with Amazon Germany, or can you take care of this? Nothing. Didn't hear back anything from them. So fuck them. That's not cool. Hopefully, I'll email them again. I know they're busy, and they probably are trying to put off anything that has to do with making amends or giving shit out for free, because companies are pretty selfish these days. Let's not beat around the bush. But anyways, Universal Horror Volume 3. This is awesome. Tower of London, Man-Made Monster, The Black Cat, and Horror Island. How many films have the title The Black Cat? And I think Scream Factory just announced Part 4, so that's really cool. All right, and last up for this update, and then we'll do another one soon, we have this batshit crazy Frankenstein's Kung Fu Monster movie. Again, I don't know if I showed this in my last update. I don't think I did, but this just looks horrible. Look at the back there. It's like crazy fucking cornball practical effects, special, makeup and suits that these beasts are wearing. But judging by the title, Frankenstein's Kung Fu Monster, it's going to be crazy. And last up, I got a stack of DVDs and 1 Blu-ray from a random company. And these are really rare, actually. So I don't know much about, like, Bruce Lee, and I wanted to know more. So I ordered these. I wanted to watch more and become more familiar with him, because everybody knows Bruce Lee's amazing, one of the best of all time. So Jesse had these limited to 50 releases on DVD. They're German releases of a couple films. This one's not in English, so none of them are. But let's see. Dragon Lee. But yeah, so I grabbed like 5 Kung Fu classics starring Bruce Lee on DVD, and they're limited to 50 each. So like this one, I got number 8 out of 50. So anything that's limited to 50, I got to jump on for sure. That collector on my shoulder is like, get it, you got to get it. So awesome, happy to own those and check them out someday. Then we have Ninja Operation 6. Couldn't figure this out because he had Ninja Operation 6 and 3, and then there were no others. So I don't know if these are alternate titles or what, but this looks to just be some sort of crazy-ass American-influenced kung fu action flick from the 80s or 70s, maybe? The 80s, probably? I don't know. It doesn't give me an age, and it doesn't give me a location or what it is. Is it German? I don't know what it is. Is it Japanese or is it English? I'm not sure. But cool. Anyways, nonetheless, sounds awesome. Awesome. So I got some, like I said, I got some really cool big box sets that I'll show you guys at another time. But that's it for now. I'm tired. So I hope everybody's well. Glad to be back. This isn't the update I was kind of hoping for, to be perfectly honest, because I had already shot a video, like I said, showing everything that I got in lately, and I deleted it. So anyways, that's it. Talk to you guys later. Stay tuned for another video. Hope everybody's well out there. Love you guys. Peace.